Good morning, everybody. Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates here. How are you all doing today? It is Friday. Yay! Here it's Aloha Friday, and Mike and I started our day by having blood drawn. Well, Mike tried to. Unfortunately, he ate too late last night. It's supposed to be a fasting blood draw, and the doctor said don't eat after 10. So he had a little snack at 9:30, and when we went in to give blood this morning, she's like, "Oh no, it has to be like 10 to 12 hours." Like, okay. So he will go back in a couple hours. So anyways, let's see, where are we? May 31st, 7:30 a.m., 72 degrees and sunny. I know, another gorgeous day in paradise. Don't hate me for it. Let's see, so today I am working on the Summer Schoolhouse lessons in Abecedarian, lesson number 1. I started this way back in 2017, way back. Not that way back, but this was one of the first ones I picked up when I came back to stitching. I haven't gotten very far because I found so many other things. But yeah, over 1 on 28 count. It's so pretty. I am doing it all the different parts and as one long piece. So, and I've seen so many different renditions of this as one piece, whether it's long or, you know, kind of more square put together. People have come up with some amazing ideas for putting this together as one. Sasha is a wild kitty again this morning. He is somewhere meowing and meowing and meowing. He and Nina have already had one cat fight this morning. So he's feeling feisty on this Friday. So let's see. Yesterday was Sally Spencer. And I hate to say it, but Sally Spencer did not get much love yesterday. I did get the D, what I did wrong, ripped out, and I got it done. But I think that frog visiting me first thing did me in. I just was not feeling this at all yesterday. So Sally will get put back away for a little bit. I don't think did I mention yesterday the fabric? This is Confederate Gray, 36 count. And I tell you what, this is some of the prettiest fabric. I've seen other Confederate Grays that I don't think have this same kind of tonal wash to them, and it is getting blown out a bit on the camera, but I love this color of fabric, and it's looking darn good for this sampler. In fact, it makes me think some of the linen that I got, I'd love to see if I could get this kind of delicate modeling. I don't know. So Sally is going to get put back away. I'm sorry, Sally. I just wasn't feeling her yesterday. I did work more on my small and on this Give Love, Get Love. I encourage you all to go ahead and grab this pattern. It's simple, but it has such a great message. I'm going to be doing one for a friend who saw it on my Facebook page and loves it. She does have a daughter that's gay, so this is perfect. A perfect little gift for her. I've thought of so many people I'd like to stitch this for and give it to. Again, another way to spread the love and joy, right? And that's what this is about. So another conversation, I wanted to show you first, if I can get the little tabby open. So the way I'm storing my floss for this project is just in this little box. I just happen to have it, and I thought, oh, instead of getting all the bunch of little bags, because a lot of these, in fact, I would say pretty much all of these colors I have in my little tux bags. I have more of them, multiples, but I didn't want to have, if I was using them in multiple projects. So I went ahead and just kind of took the labels off and just have them all tucked into these little pockets. And so any of the unused floss, you can see I have it wound up and just stuck on the top. So I'm finding this a great little way to just kind of store it and carry it around. Easy to access, but yet not having to deal with the bobbins, because you know I don't particularly care for the bobbins. So I'm working on the house. I am, like I said, 1/1 on 28 count. I am working diagonally on this, but doing more of a mix of the sewing method and the poke and stab method, since the going over one makes it kind of difficult to do the sewing method on the upstroke, I guess. You know, it's just kind of, it's just too much to try and get the needle under there. I mean, I can do it, but I just feel like, see how it kind of pulls that warp thread up out of where it's supposed to lay. So let's see. Mike and I had our doctor's appointment yesterday. You know, we've been struggling to find a primary care physician here, and made the appointments a while ago. So yesterday was the appointment. So we're back on the path of getting on track with all that. So let's see. Blood work this morning. I'm going to go down for x-rays on my shoulder and back today. And then we're both going to be getting shingles vaccines. As we know, so many people recently that, you know, our age, that have been getting shingles, and we know how painful they are. But we're going to wait until we return from our trip over to the mainland, because, you know, just in case there's any nasty side effects, that would be kind of a bummer to deal with right before the trip, or even going into the trip. If any of you guys have gotten the shingles vaccine and have any experience with it, I'd love to hear it. I've never had chicken pox. My brothers have, both of my brothers had it. And my OBGYN is pretty sure that I probably had a low, I guess I don't know whether we did some kind of testing before I got pregnant. But I was showing that I had them. So she thinks I probably got some kind of low, you know, had exposure to them and built up the antibodies, and so I'm good with that. Both of the boys got the chickenpox vaccine, so they are good with that. But anyways, Mike and I are going to wait on that shingles vaccine until we get back. But we're slowly getting all the stuff done. We still need to find a dentist. I kind of put that off. I hate dentists. I've had so many problems with my teeth that, God, I hate the dentist. So yeah, starting to figure out what we're going to do on our trip to Flagstaff. So, you know, we're going back to Phoenix, and we're going to go out in the RV for a week up to Flagstaff. Mike's parents are renting one of the camper cabins at the KOA we're going to be staying at. They do have an RV, but they've actually put it on consignment at the Camper World near them. They've decided it's time to give it up. But we're looking at stuff to do. Mostly Mike and I just want to relax with the RV and just kind of chill. But we are looking at, we've done multiple tours to the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is about, I don't know, 2-hour drive north of Flagstaff. But this time we're looking at either doing the train from Williams to the Grand Canyon or doing an inner canyon tour that you drive from Williams in a I guess modified van type of thing, and then you drive that van. It's like a 4x4 modified van. You drive it down to, or the driver drives it down to the bottom of the canyon. Now, I didn't know that there was any way to get to the canyon floor except by hiking or by mule. So this opens up that option for those of us that might not want to do that or who might not be capable of doing that. So we're looking into that as something that, we'll see a different part of the canyon than anything we've seen before. We've done the helicopter trip around it. We've done other driving tours. We've done hikes. So yeah. But other than that, I don't know that we're going to do a whole lot except, go down into Flagstaff itself and eat, wander around. Flagstaff is a pretty little town, though. So yeah, I'll be doing videos of all of that, taking happy snaps, all that stuff. I don't know that I will be doing any of this kind of video or any type of floss tube video. I'll have my phone holder with me, of course, so I can do the videos at StitchCon. But I am going to be doing videos, these Stitch With Me videos, through June 8th, because I do have other things. So we have sea glass still to do. We have, I forget now what comes after sea glass. We have the Things Unseen, that mystery sampler, Lizzie Kate one that I have to add the fabric onto and do. I still have the Shades of Gold. I have the small house that was the pattern from the magazine. I still have my Taj Mahal, my chatelaine, that I haven't touched yet. So some of those may still fall off as we get closer to leaving and I feel the stress more. But as of right now, I'm planning to continue going. I still have that vitreous art vase. And the problem is every time I work on one of these, I think, oh, this is the one I'm going to take with me. And then I think, oh, I want to take this with me. Oh, wouldn't it be good to get more progress done on this? Yeah. I know, I'm funny. So tomorrow, the sun went behind a cloud, and I tell you what, doing over 1 on 28 count when the light isn't real good. Oh, that takes a little bit. Tomorrow is sea glass, so once again I will be doing over 1 on 28 count. So you guys that are thinking about doing that kind of thing, you'll get some exposure to it over the next day or so. I did want to bring up, I did do a little giveaway on my Jan Hicks Creates Facebook page yesterday of the all the little ends of fabric that I got in all this linen that I got. I realized that those pieces are a great way for those of you that are interested in learning how to stitch on linen, to get some exposure to it, to get a feel for it, see whether you can see it or not. Those are great pieces to start with because you can just play and you don't have to do it on your actual fabric. You don't have to buy fabric if you decide that it's not for you. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, and I've decided I'm going to do more of those because I want to reward, for those of you that have followed me on there too, have taken the time to find me on Facebook and follow me. Kind of like to do little bennies for you on there as well. So I just had a message come in from Ann Robbins of the half of Dying to Stitch, half of R&R Reproductions. I've been having a conversation with her about this Dorothy Allen Sampler. So this is the one that was included in all that fabric that, you know, has been started, but the pattern, she didn't send the pattern along. So I did ask Ann yesterday if it would be possible to still get this pattern, what the status was of it. And she said yes. She just wrote back and said that, you know, it's not out of print, that they can reprint it. So I'm sure she will let me know when this is available. She is sending me one. So, and like I said, there was somebody else on Instagram who offered to send me hers as well. I sent her my address and I haven't heard back from her. So regardless, if I get, if I end up with two, then I will be using one as a giveaway. But also, they are going to be available again from Dying to Stitch. But I will let you guys know when I hear from Ann that they are available. I did, like I said, I did look it up. Actually, hold one. Okay, so I went away and looked up the original sampler. So this is on the site, the Bennington Museum site, BenningtonPastPerfectOnline.com. So this is the original sampler. So you can see this is the alphabet that has been started. Her sampler made in the 24 year of my age. Oh, 24 years old, 1732. And then some motifs on the bottom. Isn't that a sweet little piece? And I do love the way it's hem stitched around it. And oh, look at that border. That's pretty. Just little touches of borders. And maybe that's why, you know, if Pat had taken this class, that's why she has this running stitch along here. Maybe that's where you fold it down and do the hem stitch on. But anyway, I will let you guys know when I hear from Ann that that's available again. So yeah, if you're interested in that, then that's kind of fun. And as you know, I'm not big into those kind of samplers, but I really like this sweet little piece, and I really like the colors of it. So like I said, hopefully I can, whatever floss I get, you know, when I get them, it's the same, it's a similar enough colorway or dye lot that it will work. So I wanted to tell you one story of something that happened on Facebook yesterday. And you know, Facebook, I know, gets a very bad rap, and rightly so, for some of the things that it does or doesn't do, protections it puts on or doesn't put on, you know, in the media today. But oh, I closed up my thing. I don't think I need it. In many ways, Facebook connects us with people we wouldn't otherwise hear from, know about, connect with. So, and I'm not even really sure how this connection happened. I didn't go back and double check to see. But anyways, I saw a post yesterday from a girl saying that her grandmother had died. And her grandmother, she was very close to her grandmother. She lived close to them in Norfolk, Virginia, and as she got older, she lived with them. So her grandmother had been a huge part of her life for many years. Well, the grandmother is somebody who was a very good friend of my mother's. And so when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my goodness, that's Lillian. I wrote to this young girl and I said, you know, you don't know me, but I wanted to express my sympathy on the loss of your grandmother. She and my mother were very good friends, and I have very fond memories of the times they spent together and the laughter shared. And you know, Lillian and my mother they were just a hoot together. Yeah, they were pals. And this young girl wrote back and she said, you know, I recognize your maiden name. Was your mother's name Kathy? I was like, yes. She said, my mother and my grandmother told so many stories about your mother. Yeah, she was a big part of my grandmother's life, and I heard a lot about your mother, and I can't tell you how that touched me to know that, you know, my mother was remembered, that they talked about her, and that this young girl who never knew her did know her. In fact, they probably share more stories than I share with my boys. So yeah, Facebook is a very good thing in many different ways. And again, sharing the love, right? I can't see very well because my eyes are all teared up. So I'm just kind of poking around here. So yeah, share the love, share the joy, and share those memories. You know, it's so important to share our stories. That's why I liked scrapbooking so much, I think, because I did lose my mother so young. I wanted to remember those stories, but I also wanted to make sure that my boys remembered their youth, their stories. Should I go, they'll have them. You know, all that stuff. All right, guys, that's enough emoting from me. I'm going to finish up here, have breakfast, get this uploaded. Yes, I am getting my small done. I'm still on track, I think, to finish it this weekend and hopefully get it put together this weekend. In amongst getting a lot of cleaning done this weekend, too. We've got to do a lot of that. So, until tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow is sea glass. So more 1/1. Until then, have a lovely day. Smile, share the love, and remember, give love, get love. I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.